Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Barbie unboxing. Today we have got the Barbie Rewind 80s edition. Now I have got the Keyboard Girl, our 80s edition with the little VHS tape. And this is a totally tubular collection, throwback collection, which commemorates our favorite pop culture looks from the decade. The dance party look wouldn't be legit without her radical ruffles, bodacious bold colors, and fly fishnet anklet socks. Step up your boombox for an impromptu girl dolls night out. So, it's a very fun box. There's a lot going on. These retailed for, I want to say $40 when they first came out. I did not pay that. I waited until I got it for $14, which was about what I was willing to pay for this. She does have a Steffi face mold, which we'll see in just a minute. I want to look at the outer box first. Here is the UPC in case you're still looking for her. Barnes & Noble is a good place to get these after they've gone out of stock everywhere else. But let's take a look at the actual doll. So we pull out our VHS, and we've got our dance party look for our Barbie Rewind. So if you remember, the last time we looked at one of these, we had our workout girl who was a Christy. So this is a very fun doll. She is more closely probably a Teresa. When they had Teresa actually be like canon, the Latina character. So this is a very pretty face mold. We love when they give us a Steffi. She is of course going to get rebodied at some point. I'll do the color comparison here in a bit. But let's take a look at how she's displayed in the box. So of course we've got our little cassette tape stand base, which is kind of fun. She comes with a keytar. She's got a boombox, she's got a microphone, and she's got an old style hairbrush. So, we're liking how everything looks so far. She has got a lot of fun accessories, and because it was the 80s, none of it matches. So, most of these are going to go into, like, my bag of mysteries that I will one day do a video series about, and pull things from to restyle into cohesive looks. But I know I'm going to keep that leather bustier top because it's too cute not to have. So the inner box does not have anything else on it. The back of it looks like a VHS tape. So it's kind of fun. It's very noisy in case y'all hear that. But we'll be right back with her out of the box. All right, we are back with her out of the box. And she has got her signature label certificate right there ready for us. It's attached to the back of the box. So don't miss out on taking that out of the box when you take her. She has got a little shell brush. We saw this all over the place in the 80s. So if you collect vintage dolls, you probably have a ton of them just sitting around somewhere. We've got a very nicely printed boombox. I was expecting it to be hollow. It does have a printed back that actually looks like boomboxes used to look. You can see the little cassette right there, all the different knobs and levelers, and like all the different speakers, which made these things so great. An iPhone could never. The little keyboard we've got is pretty basic. It is transparent plastic. It is hollow. That's a little bit of a bummer. I wanted these to be a little bit more detailed. They are just stickers. Or not stickers, vinyl transfers probably. So it's a little bit of a bummer. I wanted this to be molded to be actually like a keyboard, but it's okay. Our girl here makes up for it. look at this face. She looks great. Now her hair is a little wild because I took her out of the box quickly. And she's still got a couple of threads stuck in there. But she looks great. She does have this little twist right there. Her hair is slightly crimped. It's not so bad. We've got classic Barbie shoes on her feet with some fun little like fishnet socks. She also has fishnets here on her arms, which she has bracelets like layered over them. So it's a little bit of an odd look, but it is very 80s. But we do love the way she sits on the stand. I love the stands themselves. They actually feel like they're going to be easier to display dolls in rows on. But she's very cute. She's also got this matching ribbon in her hair. So it's very cute. It goes together. I'm okay with that. I wish the ruffle on the jacket was made of the same material. The ruffle on the jacket looks like it's made out of denim or printed to be denim, but it is a lost opportunity to not have this match that, to kind of pull all the pieces together. So we have our lovely body. She does have snap legs like that. She gets like one snap. That's about it. She does have standard articulated upper arms though, and of course articulated wrist. There is no chest articulation, unfortunately. Ooh, we do get some pink straps on those. That's a fun surprise. So, she's very cute. I'm here for it. Her eyeshadow is blue in the inner corners and pink on the outer corners. It's very cute. She's got a nice bright pink lip. We love that. I actually love this stacked bracelet piece that I don't think we've seen before. Like, it's really cute, and I am here for it. Now, we have both of these in, like, every color under the sun. The chain and this little, like, weird cuff that they love to give us. Okay. So, I didn't think this was, but this is actually a pleather. I thought this was a stretch, like a stretch poly, kind of like this material. It does not look like pleather from the box, but it is pleather. It does not have a lining, even though they gave us this ruffle, which would have been a great chance to do a lining in the same material. The top is pleather, but it looked like pleather. So, it's very cute. I'm here for it. So, we're going to look at her pieces more in depth. So, we've got a stack bracelet. It's very cute. We love that for her. We've got a cuff in purple. It's kind of a pinky purple, so maybe a fuchsia. I think is what that would be called technically. We have got a cuff in more of a hot pink, like a chain bracelet in a hot pink. Very cute. Those are always a little bit too thick to actually like stay on the doll, in my opinion. Now we've also got these, which are very cute. They are secured with a little bit of that tape that they like to use. Let's see if it comes off easily. Yes, okay. So very fun little fishnet, which is just a mesh at this scale. Now her microphone is actually held on by her ring. So to take the microphone off, you do have to remove the ring. Very easy to do. It's just a little hole that comes out. Very cute. It does say Barbie here on the side. It's a very fun microphone. So, like the case with the Mariah Carey microphone from last week, it's secured with a ring. You just want to have that hole in the hands. You can do hand swaps from dolls that have a ring hand already, or you can use a push pin to some boiling water, a push pin, and possibly a toothpick if you need it, depending on how wide your ring is, to make that hole big enough. And what we're trying to do is break the glue that was on there, or the, I should not have put this back on. Why did I put that back on before I took this off? Anyway, so it is a very fun little thing. So we've got a matching set of those for our dolls. I think the tape came off with these. That's going to be an issue later on. All right, I don't usually style my dolls with mesh anyway. To avoid that snagging, we're going to take that ring off, and the ring just went off into the ether. Okay, no, right here. I found it. We're good. That is the problem with my shade of granite on my table right here, is that everything gets lost in it. Again, very basic 90s Barbie heels, or 80s Barbie heels, I guess, in white. Very, what's the word? Miami Beach. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from those shoes. Oh, what was the one? Not Knight Rider. Not Hawaii 5-0. Well, maybe Hawaii 5-0. So we've got socks in that same material. Thankfully, they're not just tubes. They're actually complete socks. And we're going to take a look at our skirt. So the skirt is not really stretchy. These ruffles are sewn tight. They do not have any stretch to them. So this is really only going to fit original bodied Barbies and petite, because it does not have stretch to it, even though the material would probably be better with stretch. And then we've got our star material. This is giving the Barbie Princess Adventures that they did in 2019, 2020. That same material is what it feels like. And let's take a closer look at this jacket as we're working our way up the doll. So again, here is that close-up of that material. It's got a pink stitching. It does say Barbie signature on the inside. It does not have a complete lining. This is just the back of the pleather. Again, these sleeves do not have any stretch to them. Those ruffles are sewn in there on purpose. So be very careful when you're taking those off and putting them back on. Now this is giving early Barbie fashionista, this top, and I love it for that. It's very cute, very basic, not a lot going on it, which is great. We didn't need any patterns or anything like that on that. And now we've got our earrings. So earrings are always a little bit tricky. You can remove them. You do have to heat the head up, and even then half the time you're going to break these earrings off because they put really big pegs on there. But let's take a look at her headband, which this is actually done with elastic, so you don't have to constantly retie this big bow, which is great because these big bows were very much a staple of the 80s kind of vibe. So these two pieces I would keep together. I would probably change up the top, and I would style the jacket with probably something else. But she looks great. Oh, we're missing a whatchamacallit. But she's very cute. So as you can see, you can take everything off pretty easily. She does have a little rubber band that's holding her twist up there, as well as down here. If you want to take that twist out, you can. It is still going to be a little crimped unless you boil wash her. Her hair feels pretty good for not having been washed yet. There is a little bit of gel holding these crimps in place, but overall, she looks great. We love a good Steffi mold. This is a 1971 Steffi mold, so it is great to get her in the skin tone because I don't have a Steffi that's in the skin tone yet. So what we're going to do is try to figure out which shade she actually matches, because I'm thinking she is going to be a harder shade than I thought she was. I thought she would be the yellow top made to move, but seeing her out of the box, I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm going to try. I've got a whole big bag of stuff that I need to get out of the way to get to my yellow tops. I just restocked my skin tone dolls. Okay. So yes, okay. So as you can see, yellow top actually a shade too dark. So she is gonna be in the Latina skin tone variety. So I think we might have to make her petite or curvy. So we've got the Carl looks. Okay, that's pretty close. So I think this is going to be her skin tone. I do have some green in the box. Some green top made to moves like this that I have not unboxed yet. But I think she's going to be a shade too light, like a half a shade too light. So I'm thinking that petite is probably going to be our best bet, because I think Freya might be too dark. Well, no, she would work as a curvy. I don't know if I want to make her curvy or if I want to make her petite. They're both extra body styles that I don't have, but they're also my last two of both of these that I need to stock back up on before you can't find them anymore. So I think I'm going to save curvy for a doll that was actually already curvy. And we're going to use the petite looks. Now, she is great. I love this doll. She has been wonderful for rebodies of this kind of mysterious tone that's a little bit in between all the other tones. But, again, not always easy to find. And the looks dolls, while they are great, are still at least like $20 each as far as a Rebody doll goes, which is a little pricey for Rebody dolls, but thankfully they are pretty readily available in most conditions. So I'm going to prep this body real quick by taking off her head. I gotta warm her up just a little. My goal is to not break this head. Okay, we've got her. And we will take Steffi off of her classic body, which I don't really care about these bodies as much because they are not like fully articulated. Like, I love a snap knee, but not on a doll like this. So, as we can see, a nice perfect match to go on there. This little bustier top is going to be a little big on her now, just because the torsos are a different size between petite and original. So you could still wear it, but we're going to have some better options here in the long run. So in the meanwhile, she will get a fun little holiday dress, I think, is what she'll wear. Because I think this should work nicely. But I also haven't reviewed this one. This is from the Dollar Tree. It is a sparkly just dress, part of their fashion and fun by Just Pretending. And it does come from Dollar Tree. So it was $1.25. So I'm not mad at those prices. I have not been able to find more of this one, unfortunately. I am on the lookout for them, just because these are cute dresses in the package, as you can see. I don't know how it's going to work because this is the petite, but we're going to try. So we've got some fun little flesh tone mules, or I guess you'd probably call this beige-ish. I'm so used to calling it flesh tone. But let's see how well this fits on a petite. I think this should work nicely because it's not too stretchy. There we go. So now she's got a nice fun ruffle, still giving a little bit of 80s. Their feet were a little bit bigger in the 80s. So this doll, if she wants to wear these white shoes, would have to be held on with some elastics. I'm going to put the mules that came with the dress on her. And she's very cute like this. So, a very fun way to kind of switch her up. So now she is ready to go to her holiday party in this day and age. I am going to have to give her hair a little bit of a comb here in a bit, but she is really cute, and I could accessorize her further and do all kinds of things with this, but for now, I think she is good to go. So if you guys have any questions on the 80's Rewind doll, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, and as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.